Hello, Somerset County, and welcome to this edition of the Scoop Podcast. My name is Chris Edwards. I'm the president and CEO of the Somerset County Business Partnership. Before we get to our guest today, we have two sponsors of the Scoop Podcast, Unity Bank and Techie Geek. Thank you so much for your support this year as we wrap up our calendar year here with this podcast. And if you're interested in sponsoring the podcast series in 2026, please reach out to us at info@sebp.org or reach out to someone here on the team. We'll hear a little bit more from our sponsors later. Today, I'm joined by Alvin Romero, president of Excel Facility Services Group. Welcome to the Scoop.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here today.
So you've been a member of the partnership for a few years and have gotten active in a few different areas. And today's podcast, we want to put a spotlight on your business and kind of get a broader sense of the industry as well. So can you talk to us a little bit about yourself and how you got maybe started with Excel and a little background on the company?
Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate the opportunity to be here. My name is Alvin Romero, President and CEO at Excel Facility Services, originally from North Jersey. And I've been in the industry for a little over 17 years now. So Excel Facility Services was established in 2001 by my parents. It's a family-owned business. I got involved in the industry or in the business in 2006, 2007. I was that kid. I was that young man that would go with their parents to different locations to possibly clean.
Willingly or unwillingly?
Both. Both. That's a very good question. Nobody's ever asked me that when I say that. That's a good one. But yeah, I would be that, hey, you're going to come and, you're going to help us. It's funny because when you turn it around now, running this organization that we run, it's part of our policy. You're not to take childs
right. Yep.
to a job site. So, but we're also talking about a little.
You know that from experience,
Absolutely,
then, right?
Yeah. So, I learned the industry in 2006, 2007. They had a great opportunity with a national retailer to work as a subcontractor. And I was doing something else in 2006. I was working for a steamship line. I had my goals, my ideas as to what I wanted to do in the industry. And they came to me. They asked me a question in regards to this retailer that was they had an opportunity with, and I got involved. I got involved in cleaning stores, literally one store at Paramus, New Jersey, and then I was working with them, helping them run the operation, running 10, 15 janitors, and working my full-time job at Madison, New Jersey. Then afterwards, throughout a few months, I'm like, hey, this is kind of like really taking off. It's actually productive. There's a lot of income coming in. I see the value in it. I connected with different resources in the industry. I love what we do. I love what I do as the president of Excel Facility Services. And I got more educated in the industry, and I decided to do some sales at the time to see if like, maybe I'll just leave my full-time and go full-time into what we're doing here. Maybe, build another 2 or 3 locations. And that's what happened. A few weeks later, I started reaching out to the same retailer out in different areas of New Jersey and got connected with them, got some more business, and decided to give a 30-day notification at my job. And since 2007, I've been running this company full-time. And it's been a great experience. It's been an amazing experience throughout a journey. So since 2007 now, we're going on to almost 20 years, right? Yeah. Today, Excel Facility Services Group is based out of Bloomfield, New Jersey. Our corporate offices is out of Bloomfield, New Jersey. We have a coverage. Our service coverage is 28 states. We cover every state in the East Coast into the Midwest, as far as Wyoming and Montana. We do that with national clients that have multi-site throughout the country, and it's been a great experience. I love the opportunity to work with our team at our corporate office, and I love the opportunity to work with our management team. We do self-perform 80 to 85% of our work, and we subcontract 10 to 20% of our work. Wow. So We do that with national partners, but for the most part, we do like to provide the services as a self-perform service provider. So currently, right now, 28 states, shooting for about 50 throughout the country. Obviously, there's a lot of opportunity there, and there's a lot of room for growth for the folks that are within the industry right now.
So when I go to your website, one of the things that blows me away, right? Because most chambers have a big group of facility service solution companies. You provide a lot of services I almost wasn't even aware of within your industry. Can you talk a little bit about maybe some of the services that Excel offers that maybe someone doesn't think of when they think of cleaning services?
When you begin to engage with a facility management firm or a janitorial company, there's different services that janitorial services can provide, right? You typically think about a cleaning service. Well, they're going to come here, they're going to vacuum, they're going to mop, they're going to sweep, dust mop, and dust, and they're going to leave. But there's other services that it also consists of. Janitorials consist of housekeeping services, but there are services that will eventually exceed from the day-to-day cleaning. What do I mean by that? Well, you have the different type of electrostatic disinfecting, right? You have currently right now, one of the services we started offering within the last year has been HVAC services, where we actually maintain and also do services for HVAC, right? You have services that you can provide where you're offering snow removal to clients that have sites that have parking lots, financial institutions. Think about it: banks, pharmacies, retailers. So things like that. And we do that because it's good to try to diverse the services that you offer and enter into different trades that clients that we currently service right now will also need and engage, and they actually source it.
And you're essentially become a one-stop shop,
Correct.
right? So now you're helping your client because now they don't need 4 or 5 different service providers.
Correct. That's the vision of a lot of the facility management companies that are out there. One of the things I like to do, I like to operate in transparency in the sense of, hey, if we could do it, we can do it. I'm not going to sell you something we can't do. Right. And I'm not speaking here of any other company in regards to offering services that they can't offer. But I've been in the industry so long that I've seen that, yeah, we could do this. And in reality, you can't. If you're offering the service, you need to be able to deliver and execute for your clients.
It's the old adage of say yes and then figure out the skill afterwards, right?
Absolutely, yeah, correct. Yeah, we could do this, and then they're in a pinch. But ultimately, yes, we have other services that I encourage you, if you're interested, efsgnj.com, that's our website. You can go, you can see our services. And for many locations, we offer, day porter services. We offer different types of services that facilities can take advantage of under one umbrella.
And one of the things I'm always curious of just kind of hearing from a lot of our members through the pandemic, was how your industry changed during that time period. Can you talk a little bit just about how if you say, you entered the pandemic in 2020 and, you came out of it a few years later, how did your company adapt and change during that time period? And maybe what are some things you came out of and said, oh, we're a better company now because we started doing these items?
Yeah. During COVID, a lot of companies needed to pivot, right? Some companies had a lot of challenges. I can sit here and say we thrived. We thrived through COVID. One of the most essential, or one of the things that really, I think really did help Excel was that a lot of our customers are essential. So we didn't have a lot of customers that closed their doors. We had a retailer that we were servicing, maybe about 95 locations between New Jersey and New York, all in shopping centers, and they're like, hey, we're suspending services till further notice. So we took a hit there. But on the flip side, all of our essential clients, utility companies, not shopping centers, but like supermarkets, different types of government facilities would increase services because they were still operating.
Right.
So they still needed services to be rendered at their facility, but now they wanted more. So it's kind of like, I mean, I'll give you an example. We handled about 200 supermarkets in about 3 states. And in addition to the day-to-day cleaning, they were hiring us to wipe down carts.
Right.
Every day. So you have like 4 or 5 day porters in the building every day just wiping carts when clients would leave.
Yeah.
So it's that kind of technology or services is what they were requesting.
Oh my God. It was the typical office building. I mean, I think back to our office. We had people working remotely, but we had to clean the office almost every other day just for peace of mind for people to come back in, you know, and it was, you know, you think back, like in the time, it didn't seem ridiculous, but at the time it was, you know, we need someone to disinfect the door handles.
Absolutely.
Even though there's 3 people in the building.
Absolutely. Right? Yeah. It was just like, it was what the request was. Hey, we're a payment center. We get clients that still come here to pay. Can you come and have somebody here all day just wiping down? Well, okay. Yeah, we'll do it. And, you know, and it was a sensitive time. It was a tough time for a lot of people. It was a scary moment for a lot of people because a lot of people obviously were affected by it as well. So what we did during that time, we implemented a program called Level Up Clean, right? And Level Up Clean at that time was the approach we were presenting to clients and new clients that were coming on board, because there was new clients that were coming on board because either they were handling their cleaning in-house and they couldn't get janitors, their in-house janitors to clean, or their current service provider didn't have any programs to offer.
Right.
So we implemented Level Up Clean. Level Up Clean was an approach to pretty much not secure that you weren't going to have a COVID outbreak, because nobody could have secured or guaranteed that, but just taking the preventive approach to ensure that you're presenting and you're giving your office staff a safe environment, right? So we were offering the day porters to be in the building all day long. We were offering electrostatic disinfecting. We were offering the touch points cleaning and things for that nature. So one of the things we did on the flip side also was a lot of people were scared to go out to clean, to work.
Right.
So we did a differential rate for about, maybe about 3 months, maybe even longer, above industry standards. I mean, we were doing it for clients that were okay with increasing to do it, and we were doing it with clients that said, no, we can't. We cannot agree to a differential rate. No problem. We had people to take care of. Yeah. And I live by that motto, Ed, that you know, you take care of the people that take care of the business, right? And the reality is our success comes from those folks that are in the field, from people that are going there day in, day out to do the mess that's very, very little acknowledged.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so people sometimes kind of forget about that. But at the end of the day, during that time, that's what helped us as well. Like, hey, you're going to be making XYZ dollars extra, you know.
How many employees do you have on a typical day? How many employees do you have out?
So our current employee count, it's a little over 450 W-2 employees. Yeah. We have a network of about 200 something subcontractors. Yeah, no, it's huge, and it's when you start piecing it apart, right? In terms of, you think of supermarkets and having someone there to clean carts and stuff, like just the scale up during that time had to be unbelievable. I'm going to sneak in a little word from our sponsor here, and then I'll get you out on a couple of fun questions now that I know you know the area well. So. This podcast is proudly sponsored by Techie Geek, your trusted IT superheroes. They specialize in keeping businesses connected, secure, and thriving. From advanced cybersecurity to seamless cloud solutions, Techie Geek has you covered. Visit techiegeek.com or check them out on socials at Techie Geek to see how they can power your business forward. So as we always do here at the partnership, because we always, I can't tell you how many people when they come to networking events and they see someone who's on the podcast, they lead in with, oh, we share the same favorite restaurant and place to eat. So we always get people out in our 2 favorite questions. In Somerset County, do you have a favorite place to get a bite to eat? Yeah, absolutely. So I'm a steak guy. I love having steak. I do it in moderation. I think when I was younger, I used to have it a lot. But yeah, but I'm a steak guy. I love Wolfgang's Steakhouse here in Somerville.
Yep.
One of my favorite spots to come to when I'm in the area, right? And there's a Spanish spot. I believe it's on 206. I'm not sure if that's the route, but it's either on 206 or 22. But it's called Spain 22.
Yeah, in Raritan. Yep.
At Raritan, there
Yep,
you go.
yeah,
So it's a great spot. I love some Spanish food, and I love some steak. So that's two of my good favorite locations. If we had to throw in there some retail, some chain restaurants, the Fogo de Chao here is amazing.
Yes,
man.
it is. Yes, that's
The Fogo de Chao here is really amazing. So I've been
dining with an experience.
Yeah. So there are a few places that I visited, but I don't know why I actually enjoy the one in Bridgewater.
Yeah. I took my a couple months ago. I took my wife for her birthday to Fogo, and she goes, "You're not eating lunch?" You know, our dinner reservations were late in the evening, and I just said, "No, I'm going to Fogo today. Like I'm getting ready." Like,
and when you go, you don't eat anything but the meat.
yeah, that all the other stuff is just to fill you up and get you out of
Yep,
there. It's all a
exactly.
trap. I even lay off the cocktails and the beers because that's just going to fill
It's
me
gonna
up.
fill you up, yeah.
Do you have a favorite recreational activity in Somerset County?
So a few, maybe last year, I went to this cool theater in Manville, New Jersey. It's called the Reading. It's called the Reading Theater, but it's a normal cinema. But it's very
The AMC. Yeah. Yep.
yeah. It was pretty cool. I don't live in the area.
Yeah.
But when I come out, there's definitely different locations that I like to visit. And that was a good place to visit.
I love it because it's a classic movie theater, and there's not too many of those anymore. Now there's
Correct.
there's dining and
Correct.
And I love and that one's probably the biggest one. I don't think I'm speaking out of turn, the biggest movie theater in the county. So two great picks. Alvin, thank you so much for joining us on the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
If someone wants to learn more about the business, how can they reach out to you and the company?
Absolutely. You can look us up on our Instagram or LinkedIn, Excel Facility Services Group. You could go into our website, www.efsgnj.com. That's just an acronym for our company, Excel Facility Services Group, New Jersey.com. So feel free to reach out, and that's a good resource to start.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
For our membership, I'm sure you're probably watching this around the start of the new year. So happy New Year to all of our members out there. We'll have a lot of events for you in the first quarter. So hopefully we'll see you soon until we upload again.
Thank you.
Perfect. That was great.